Dan Tech, you're here to talk about BattleTech.
BattleTech. Oh man, I thought I was here to talk about God of War. Okay.
No, that's coming up later on in the show. But BattleTech here specifically, right? This is a game that some people have wanted us to talk about for a while. Miller wrote a couple previews about it.
Yeah.
It's from Hairbrain Schemes over there. Jordan Weissman, who originally designed this tabletop game.
I know, right? That's crazy to even think about.
It.
Like, just the history of BattleTech and MechWarrior and that, just all of that.
Now, help me out, Dan. I'm very naive and stupid to this stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I loved MechWarrior 2.
Sure.
And my interest in the BattleTech game shot up when I realized, and Kyle told me specifically, that this is technically connected to MechWarrior.
Sure. Same mechs, same clans, same houses. That's all.
Like, MechWarrior is like within that universe,
they're the same universe.
They're the same universe.
As far as I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Some guy in the comments could be like, but wait, no. No, they're pretty much the same kind, the exact same mechs. You know?
Okay, so what is this new BattleTech game then?
So this is, man, the best way to sum it up is this is a game for people who like XCOM and other tactical strategy games. So this is not an action game like the MechWarriors.
Yeah.
Where you're just, but the same kind of tools are used. So you're still customizing your mechs, putting, lasers and trying to manage your heat and jump jets and all that fun stuff in a tactical format, similar and not, it's not one-to-one, but if you're looking for an easy, what is this like? It's like XCOM.
Okay, XCOM with even more mechs.
Well, right. It's all mechs. So
all
up to 4 mechs in your team, very customizable. A lot of like hub-based and optional content. So you're going to be going through doing missions, collecting pieces of mechs, outfitting your mechs, upgrading your ship, lots of like upgrading your hub and trying to get better mechs so you can do the story missions.
And this is kind of like, it's going back to the roots of BattleTech,
so yeah,
right?
it's like you are a mercenary in this game, which is obviously the quintessential BattleTech story, which is like, hey, you're on your own, a soldier with no house. Now you got to work your way up from these crappy little light mechs to a giant Atlas that can just crunch other mechs with its feet,
You finally get that house.
Right, except in this case, it's a ship and big mechs. So you go from little mechs to big mechs. This isn't a game about like we're in the
Tex-Mex?
Sort of MechWarrior. You could be like, oh, I want a faster mech so I can, scout and get around and shoot farther and faster and run away.
I think you said shoot farther, I want to point out, just for the record.
Possibly.
Okay.
But you really do want to focus on...
Cool.
This game's more of a strict progression. While the smaller scouty mechs are still useful for spotting and stuff like that, you want to go with the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
At all time, in all situations.
Are you enjoying this game so far?
Man, it's been a mixed bag. I like the tactics.
There it is.
I like the tactics. I like the strategy. I like the customization. I'm an old school MechWarrior fan. I used to play that on the 56K MechWarrior Mercenaries, I think it was.
Okay.
Like that
3050 on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. I don't know.
That got ported.
Not that one. This is one of the
console
first
garbage. What are you even talking about?
Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
So I'm having a lot of fun with the customization options. A lot of fun with like the random missions and salvaging and outfitting my ship, trying to get the exact right crew of pilots and mechs together. That part's cool. The playing out of things, not so perfect. The randomization
out of things.
The randomization elements. So like the miss rate like XCOM, you're right next to a guy, you fire off a pulse cannon, it just right by him. That happens fine. But in this game, it's more aggravating because there's headshots. All right, you get a headshot on a mech.
Yeah,
it's like pilot instantly dies, mech's down. That's crazy after you've shelled out like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of space creds for a massive mech, and like you've got them completely outfitted to the core.
Yeah,
this thing's got armor on top of the armor, and all of a sudden, like this random bot comes up and goes, beep, boom, headshot.
There's just like the exhaust port right in the windshield there.
It took me so long. That's an awesome pilot who just got killed, and tons of time going into finding the pieces to create that guy and all that cash. Money is a big issue in this game. They try to keep you starved, so you have to keep doing story content to sort of progress to get even more money to fuel these bigger mechs and upgrade your ships. So you're constantly kind of feeling that thing, and it's cool that there's a challenge, but it can be frustrating when that happens because you can kind of save scum it.
Yeah,
you're like, okay, well maybe I can't kill this mech. Maybe I'll save here and then just shoot it in the head until I get a headshot, until I roll a headshot because it'll die instantly. So there's a couple things like that, and also I think the pace of gameplay just feels really slow, and I'm used to that in tactical games, but here it just feels slow, right? It's just like, all right, I'm walking my mechs around. All right, they're shooting. It's just this uncanny kind of...
the make or break is the enemy turn speed. Is that
right?
That one
I think it's just like there's something about it where it just feels... It may not necessarily be slow, but it feels slow in a way that I'm not loving.
Huh.
Is it just are they trying to be really old school kind of in that way?
It very is old school, and they do a good job at the... Again, this is an excellent replication of the BattleTech and MechWarrior franchises. It plays out like you would expect it would.
Tabletop style.
All the lasers, yeah, it's great. Positioning, cover, shooting, heat sinks, jump jets, all that jazz is there, and it's all fun. again, it's just the implementation. It just feels slow, and that's just not working for me. And again, I've also had a few technical problems that have been really aggravating. Game crashes when I'm like 70% through a mission that's taken 45 minutes. Those are not fun, and I've learned obviously to save during missions now much more frequently.
Does it look okay?
Yeah, it doesn't look. It's not on par with today's standards for PC games.
It's a super small team. It's like the Shadowrun Returns team and all that.
I know, and again, the lasers and stuff look cool, and some of the zoom ins and stuff you can do, which you have to turn off. Really, that's the sad part. There's all kinds of zooming in that you can do, but if you keep them on, then it takes even longer for turns, and it's just like oof. So other than that, like I said, it's been a mixed bag. It's been a mixed bag here. Yeah. I'm not sure where I'm settling on it yet. No review score yet.
Okay, but review's going to be on the site soon.
It'll be on soon. Absolutely.
Cool. BattleTech.
That's right.
And if you love that tabletop game, probably want to check it out.
As a fan of the franchise, I got to say, it's still worth checking out if you're a fan of the franchise for sure.
Yeah. Even the more action-y
they adhere to it. No, this is a tactical game through and through.
Yeah.
So for tactical strategy or tactical RPG fans, good option. But keep those caveats in mind.
Thank you so much for watching this excerpt from the Game Informer Show podcast. You can subscribe to the audio version and listen to new episodes airing every Thursday. We cover big games on the horizon, games that we've just reviewed. We have long-form developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So check it out every Thursday.